Good afternoon. My name is Rodney Glover. I'm the candidate for governor of Florida, and I'm non-party affiliated. But I do not want you to come here and think that I never teach you anything. I need to put this in your mind. I need to get you to understand why it's important that we change the rules so the way you look at things actually match what's on paper. So I'm going to start with something that I know it shouldn't even be controversial. But here we go. Bottom line. Bottom line is, what are we doing at this presidential level, since we still keep having these presidential arguments and we always think that it's someone else's fault? So the question is simple. Does the popular vote elect the president? The answer is no. The US president is not directly elected by the popular vote. There you have it. We're not elected by the popular vote. What we do is we go to the Electoral College. It says it right where you're looking. The Electoral College decides who will be elected president and vice president. Period. All stop. Now you want to go over to the statute that deals with Florida. Florida statute for all my Floridians. Nomination for presidential electors. Candidates for presidential electors shall be nominated in the following manner. The governor, this is one alpha. The governor shall nominate the presidential electors of each party. That's super important. Now, you can keep reading that, but I'm going to head down to something that's important. The governor shall certify to the Department of the State no later than 5 p.m. on August 24th in each presidential election year the names of the number of electors for each political party equal to the number of senators and representatives in which the state has in Congress. As you know, we have 28 of those. Here is what's important. Section 2. The names of the presidential electors may not be printed on the general election ballot. The people who get selected to select the president, not the popular vote, you will not know. That's an all stop. We don't need to go any further there. You will not know who that is. There's your secrecy. Now, we're going to the National Archives that is kept up to date by the government. Hear me out. I scroll down, there is no constitutional provision or federal law that requires electors to vote according to the results of the popular vote in their state. Get this, some states, however, require electors to cast their vote according to the popular vote. Now, let's just get this out the way. Does Florida have a law that makes the Electoral College candidate have to vote the way of the popular vote? No. Florida does not have a state law that legally requires its Electoral College elector to vote with the popular vote winner, nor does it impose a penalty for faithless actors. What that means is that regardless of what happens, well, before I get to that piece, I wanted to bring you to this other piece that's kind of also equally important, which is that 100.361, which is right here. Our only recall law is a municipal recall. Any member of the governing body of a municipality or chartered county, herein after referred to in this section, this is just section 1, as a municipality may be removed from office by the electors, that's us citizens, of that municipality. The problem here is all of the lawmakers that we vote in, they're not considered municipalities. So when I am telling you that the entire thing, that a lot of the system is built on secrecy, that when you say you don't want money in here, the rules have made it to where money can come in here and be in the back door of everything that is not transparent. So instead of arguing, saying that Republicans are going to fix everything or that Democrats are going to fix everything, according to the rules, you will never even know if money is first and foremost being handed. We don't even know if this process even happens because that certified thing that the governor has to send in, the job that I'm asking for, in the rules, you did not see where I have to show the citizens, hey, here are our people that are going to be sent up. It's not written in the rules. So I don't want you to come here and think that I'm not going to be the type of governor that's going to be transparent, because I'm not only telling you that we need to change the rules, I'm showing you where it's at in the rules or where it's not at in the rules. It is high time that we change the rules to match these arguments. I told you, argue with access. Have an opinion with access. Do not be out here arguing with each other just to start fights with each other. There are some weird names out here that respond to certain things. There are some weird names, and it just causes so much conflict. You now have it in front of you. So get that little presidential argument out of the way. I'm going to continue to bring you what I know to be the core problem, and it is the rules. If we change the rules, but that means having to get someone in office that's actually willing to do that. Change the rules that do not allow for you, the elector, the citizen, to have access to the information to make sure that things are working the way you keep arguing for them to work. So if we want to argue with access, I'm your candidate. Turn in that petition. Get me on that ballot. You guys have a great day.